Lacking, you beautiful people. Your boy the Verslip is in the building. It is the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. We're pressing on, and you know what? I think we might have had a very successful transfer January season thing. Take a look, hit like, subscribe, all that jazz. Let's get in the game. Right, so we're into the game. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to go to transfer history because we've made a couple of signings. We've also sold a couple of players. We'll start off with Yoshi Nakao has gone to Mainz on loan. Xavi Grande has left the building. He's gone off to St. Pauli to be a backup, a right back on their side, the 31-year-old Spaniard. And then the two big sales, £9 million for Mariano Chamorro. The PSV have come in with that offer. I just couldn't say no. I mean, we bought him for 7.5 million. He had a very good couple of seasons for us, but 9 million was just a lot of money that we needed to do, and we decided to take it. And then on top of that, Javier Barentes, who sort of kind of fell out the pecking order a little bit. 8.5 million from Saudi club Al Fatah has come in there. He had, like I said, he has fallen a bit out of the pecking order. And you know what? For that type of money, we will gladly take it on for the Costa Rican. Those are the big sales. We did bring in a couple of new faces into the team. Firstly, at the left back position, Vasilis Kikidakis has come in. Probably not going to be my long-term option at left back, but a very, very good left back to replace Espinosa, who unfortunately is just not good enough for me, in my opinion, to be starting. And of course, Treo retiring at the end of the season. I feel like he's just a very good buy to bring in. Is recovering from an injury, so he hasn't really featured much. We then also brought in youngster Dominic Kaiser, a 18-year-old centre-back defensive midfielder. More of a DM centre mid option. He is going to... I've been trying to get him out on loan, and looks like there is someone now finally interested. It was one of the conditions that he signs. We brought him in from Mainz, £950,000 for Kaiser. And then we also brought in three more other players. A Nigerian youngster, Ahmed Akani, brought in him from Kano Pillars in Nigeria, $325,000. One for the future, 19-year-old Nigerian striker. Can play as a centre forward, can play as a channel forward. His first touch needs a little bit of work, I guess, and I suppose his jumping reach. But he is a very, very good player, 19 years of age. And I feel like he can develop into quite the player. So we're trying to give him as much game time as possible as the striker. And then another youngster in Alexis Kell, a 18-year-old Uruguayan centre mid. We're going to be using him probably in the centre mid position as a Barentes replacement as well. He can also play on the left-hand side as well, but very much suited to be that centre mid type of play, that channel midfielder that we kind of use, or even advanced playmaking, play on both side. He is very much left-footed, which is quite good. And then our big summer transfer signing, Aliu, a 26-year-old Nigerian centre-back. Just look at those physicals. 16 strength, 20 jumping reach, 16 balance, 13 pace for a big, stocky, almost 200 centimeter man. 2 meter, that man is huge. This man's almost 2 meters tall. Headering of 16. He is just a big, bulky centre-back with some pace, and I love him. I absolutely love this guy. This guy's already worth £16 million. We bought him in from Portsmouth for 3.3 million. He was on loan, and then they bought him last season, officially this season, and we just bought him off them without even just batting an eye. Spurs youngster. I don't know how this man has not played proper Premier League football, because he's just a big, stocky boy, and it's exactly what I wanted in terms of the centre-back position. We are still in the market at the moment. We still need to find another left winger. At the moment, Robert is probably going to leave. He is out of a contract. I've tried to offer him. He doesn't want to because he's opted. So we've listed him. We try to sell him. Unfortunately, clubs can come in for free on him. So Ferencváros has put in the odd for him. Other news, Schiller is leaving. He's joining FC Freiburg at the end of the season as well. So not ideal. You can see we still have quite a big squad. We are trying to trim it down. A lot of injuries for our first game. In terms of our league and how we're running at the moment, of course, last time out, we took on Leipzig and Bellenfield in that epic 6-goal thriller 2 games. Since then, we've been on pretty decent form. Only played 4 games. Well, 3 in the league, 1 friendly. We beat Borussia Mönchengladbach 1-0 in that game. A goal thanks to Szymanski, who's kind of replaced Barrentada in that centre midfield. We then had a friendly game where I just tried rotating it. Akani, Arendt, and Darlin all picking up some goals. Akani and Arendt picking up 2 each. Against Werder Bremen, we picked up a 1-0 victory thanks to Roberts. And most recently, a 3-1 loss to Borussia Dortmund. It was a bit of a funny game. Like I said, we've got tons of injuries to deal with. We can have a look at the squad. You can see Silva is our new goalkeeper. Did I mention Silva? I don't think I mentioned Silva. Nelson Silva, our new goalkeeper. Here he is. Very, very, very good goalkeeper. Already has 1 clean sheet and conceded 3 in 2 games. So, yeah, he played 2 games for us so far. Very good goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he is out for the next 2 weeks with the flu. On top of that, Hoylett is still recovering from his injury. He's out for 4 days. Bars is suspended for this game. Espinoza is out for 6 weeks. Our backup goalkeeper, Sinsingalo, is just recovered from his injury, so he should be ready to play. Gomez has recovered from his injury, so he's good to play. Cal is on international duty, so we won't be able to use him. Kadu, our third choice goalkeeper, is injured. Robin is recovered from his injury, 45 minutes. Toth is also recovered. Kikikathis is also recovered from his injury. He is very able to use. So, in terms of the defense, Bars will obviously come out. We'll play in Aliyu. We'll play in there. And then Malsenberger will come back in after his suspension. Are you left-footed? You're reasonable left foot. Schiller, fairly strong. Malsenberger, fairly strong. You know what? We'll play Malsenberger in the middle. We'll play Aliyu on the right, where Kamaro used to play, because that's kind of his natural replacement. Espinosa can come off for Kikikathis. Sylvia will obviously will have to play our Kadu. He's less injured than the other one. 6 days. He is past the footy, but he probably won't play. So we'll have him there on the bench. Robin can come onto the bench there. We do have a midfield slot open as well. So I guess Nordone will come in there. I guess that's the team. Yeah. Sinsingalo in goals. Aliyu, Malsenberger, Schiller, Kikidakis, Caesar, Prince, Szymanski, Pays, Robert, and Aluta. Prince put up a little bit of a fight that he hasn't been getting game time. And since I've been giving him game time, he's actually been pitching up with a couple of good goals every now and then and a good couple of assists as well. Well, 1 assist really and 1 goal. But he has stepped up quite a bit ahead of Gomes and Barantones in that midfield per se. Right, let's jump into the game. We're taking on FC Cologne. Of course, before we jump in the game, I did promise 2 away days. We're going to the Rain Energies Stadion. That's where we're heading right now. And here we are in the city of Cologne in Germany. Of course, that's where we are. And just between Bonn and Dusseldorf is where it is. We're not that far from our old home in Antwerp, by the way. In terms of where we're from in Germany, we're from Berlin, which I think is down here. That's Munich. Berlin at the top. Hamburg. Am I going? There's Berlin. Okay. I got Munich and Berlin. I thought Munich was at the bottom. So it's quite a little drive all the way to Dusseldorf. Like I said, in the city of Cologne. And like I said, the stadium is somewhere here now. There it is. In Cologne. We can go to satellite view. You can see nice little stadium. A couple of little practice pitches around the park. There's a McDonald's, which is, I suppose, nice for them. Playa in Cologne. Nice little town, eh? Let's have a look at the stadium. Is there any dots? I mean, we can walk the whole track of the stadium. We should do it, right? Yeah, we should do it. And here we are in 2010. This one, I'm sure the stadium has changed a little bit since then. That's a beautiful little stadium, isn't it? We can have a look at just behind the goal is where I wanted to go. Look at that. That's actually a very nice little stadium. I like this little stadium. Look at that. Behind the goal, it's actually a very nice stadium, hey? I wonder if one of those photospheres are a little bit more modern, because there's a couple of photospheres there. This is from 2017. There's a man there. We can actually walk around in the club shop here. Can we go in the club? We can go into the restaurant. We can go into the restaurant. What is here? Like a buffet type thing. There's some drinks, some pasties. What type of pasties do they have in Germany? Let's see, there's a man busy drinking a Coke there. There's a bathroom there. This is exciting. This is very exciting. Men doing some work. Search metrics going on there. Where are we heading off to now? This is like a... I'm guessing this was like a conference of some sort. Like a trade shop or something. I'm just heading down this hallway. I don't know where I'm going. This away day is taking us all kinds of places right now. Can we go inside here? Oh, we can. It's just like the meeting room. Buddy, you're standing in front of the projector there. That man must be very upset. This is a really cool away day. 2017 SIO Day. That's what this is. So it is an expo day. They've got another little conference going on here. SIO Day 2015, uploaded in 2017. Excellent. I love that. That was quite cool. One of the other dots or something. We want to just try and see if there's a more modern day. I mean, that could have been cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, what a beautiful little stadium. I think it's time to go to the game. Right, we are underway in Cologne at the Regen Energies Stadium. What was it called again? Rhein Energies Stadion. That's what it's called. And listen, we need a victory here. We are putting some pressure at the top of the table for a change. And I would like a nice big match here, big winning match. We ended our winning streak of 5 games in a row with a loss to Dortmund. Hopefully we can get onto another 5-match winning streak. Zamienski to Robert. Beautiful ball in there for Kikidakis. Looking for options. Kikidakis pulls it in. Couldn't find the right man. Then the defense clears it. Schiller will bring it back though, and he's got a second chance at the cookie, and he gives it away. Not great. Not great at all. Tyler Binden here. He looks like a very good, big, stocky defender as well. They've got their own. And I'm really hoping that our new number 4, Eliu, can really produce some good quality stuff at the back. Kikidakis to Scheller. Prince. Back to Scheller. Back to Prince. He's going to go back to Scheller. He's going to go back to Prince. Into a cross. A little passing play. Beautifully done. And Robert is there to put it in the back of the net. His 5th goal of the season in the Bundesliga. VAR is checking. I think he's onside. He is onside. It is going to count. And that is a beautiful little quick passing in between the middle of the box. I mean, he was well onside. Like, I mean, we got the lines back now from the new update. And you can see he was well onside there. I mean, there was a whole entire another player in between the two of them. I don't even know why VAR needed to check that, but they did. But it is going to be 1-0 to us. And a good little start. A good little start. 18 minutes in. Robert with the goal. Paez with the assist. We've limited them in the first 30 minutes to just 1 shot in this entire game. Not on target as well. Paez. Robert. And that's kind of what we do. We like to hold the ball. And we win it back very deep in our half. Paez, it's taken a wicked deflection, and Thal unfortunately puts that into the back of his own net. The veteran defender, that is just unlucky from him. Paez, I thought he was looking for a cross. I don't think he was going for a shot. I think he was looking to try and bring it to Aguileta in the box. Their number 4 though tried to defend it. He just couldn't steer the ball in the right direction. 2-0 to us. Is that the iconic Thal? It is Malik Thal, yeah. I was going to say, he must be old. He's 35 years old, and he's got to take on players on that right-hand side with all that pace. I mean, you got your work cut out for you. He's playing as an inverted fullback, so basically just being a centre-back at this point. Half-time, 2-0. Looking good. No subs. We'll go to the second half. Second half is underway. Moore for them. Is that Mikey Moore? I saw M. Moore. It is Mikey Moore. Look at him. Playing on the wrong side, though. He's more of a left-footed guy. I suppose he's playing as an inside forward, so can easily just cut in when need be. As it stands, though, we are still doing well. We are 2-0 up. They've got the ball. A stowaway. Aguileta not putting on pressure on him. Not getting out of the box. Moloko. Is that Yusuf Moloko as well? They've actually got some good players. I mean, they would have some good players in 2026, should we say. This is, of course, 2036, so 10 years later. And they still got Yusufa Mukoko, yeah, it is him. 32 years old. Mikey Moore. How old was Mikey Moore? He must be like 29, yeah. 29. They've got Samaus there as well. The 30-year-old Samaus, which is interesting. Robert with the free kick. Goes for goal! And a good save in the end from Strawaway. Let's make some swaps. Got some tired legs out there. A couple of tired legs out there. Cesar is one of them. We'll bring in Robin there. He's recovered from his injury. Prince also looking very tired. Gomes can come in there. Robert looking tired as well. We'll bring in Darlin. And then, you know what? Paya's also looking tired. We'll bring in Arendt to play in there. I've been playing Arendt a lot more on the right-hand side. Just those 4 swaps for now. Just to get some fresh legs on there. We're winning the game 2-0. We've been dominating them. 4 shots, 1 on target the entire game is just absolutely just smashing them to pieces away from home it's brilliant. It's really, I don't know why we couldn't play like this against Dortmund last game out. It's really annoying me that the fact that we're dominating this game so much and we couldn't do the same against Dortmund, and we arguably had a more stronger team against Dortmund because we had all our fit players. That was a good little tap away there from our midfielder in Szymanski. Mikey Moore is through on goal, takes the shot, he scores a goal. It's not Mikey Moore, that's Mane. Mane with the goal there. Mateus Mane, rather. I'm sure it said Mikey. I should have said Moore there. I'm sure I saw Moore. It might have been offside though. Referee says it is offside. It is not going to count. I mean, a little bit hard done by, but yeah, he is. I mean, both of them are well offside there. Yeah, he was offside. Yeah, just a fraction offside, but definitely offside. You know what? Let's make that last swap. I'm going to give our new boy Akani a little bit of a run, just to give him some minutes, try and develop as a striker. We'll play the last 8 or 10 minutes or so, depending on stoppages. Aguileta to Darlin. Goes over the top. Arndt is there on the right-hand side. Daniel Arndt finally scores his first Bundesliga goal. There's a question about whether it's offside. Come on. You got to give him his first Bundesliga goal. Scored 2 in a friendly. It's going to be awarded. Daniel Arndt finally breaks that goal drought that he's been having. We brought him in to be this backup striker. Never really settled in that role. Brought him in as a backup winger now on the right. And he has taken to it like a fish in water. Beautifully done there by Arndt. Picking up a beautiful goal. He's still young. 22-year-old from the Czech. And I mean, his stats are just getting better and better and better. He is going to be a world-class player next season. I guarantee it. He will be a focal point. I think Paya's also gathering on age. I think we might be seeing the rise of Arndt on that right-hand side. Gomez finding Robin on that right-hand side. He's got options ahead of him. Takes the chance himself. I mean, he doesn't have the boot like Cesar. If that was Cesar, that probably would have been in the back of the net. But we'll take a 3-0 victory over FC Köln. Puts us now in the league into 3rd place. Yes, Bayern have 2 games ahead of, or 2 games in hand. And so do Leverkusen have a game in hand. And a lot of teams below us have games in hand. But we are in 3rd place at the moment. And that's all that matters. That was a good win for us. Absolutely love it. Love to see it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a finish of that game. That was brilliant. I'm in awe for that game. I really am. Right, we've got our next game coming up. We've got St. Pauli coming up. We are going to do that game because it is going to be a top of the table clash type of game. St. Pauli still up there in 6th place, 2 games behind us, 2 games in hand. I mean, let's face it, even if Eintracht win their 2 games, even Stuttgart, if they win their game in hand, it could see us tumbling all the way down to 8th. Wolfsburg have 3 games in hand, so technically we could still finish as drop all the way to 9th after this weekend, or after all the games in hand and stuff. So we need to keep an eye out on that. But we'll see you guys in a week's time for St. Pauli. And we've got another away day for that one. Or rather, home day. Right, as promised, we have the second away day, or rather, home day. We are in Berlin. We are just, I think, north of the capital, actual city, like center. There's like the border of where Berlin and Brandenburg sort of meet. So we're a bit south of the main area. We are right by what looks like to be like field area. I think the Olympic Stadium is somewhere on the right-hand side here. There's the Olympic Stadium. I saw that earlier. So we're not too far away from the National Stadium. But this is where we're at. Old school sort of structure with gaps on the corners there. And lots of car parking. That's nice. Some training fields there. A whole forest. The Ochler Tail de Wohlheinde City Park. It's huge. It's massive. Well, that's where we're next door. Should we have a look at the actual stadium itself? Is there dots? I mean, there's a few dots inside the stadium. There's one outside. I want to look at this forest quickly. Just outside here. I don't know what that dot is. It's, oh! Hello. It's our stadium having a concert by the looks of it. This man's face is right in the way there. But it's on our stadium at night, which actually looks pretty darn good. It's like a candle by candlelight thing. I'm seeing all the candles. December 2016 should be a candle by candlelight. Let's have a look at some of the other dots. Maybe we can see the stadium a little bit better. There's one right in the center pitch. And there we go. There we are. This is our home ground. I love this little corner thing. I like that. Sun shining nicely there. Got the dugouts there. FC Union Berlin. Where did they come out from? Because there's no tunnel there. Did they just come out through the side? I don't see a tunnel anywhere. There's a tunnel there. Maybe they come out there, line up there, and then walk over to this side. I don't know. It's a beautiful stadium, though. Really is. Is there maybe another one of the other dots? Maybe we can see a different view. I mean, it's literally the same, just 1 year later. Anything else do we have? There's so many dots here on this one. We actually spoiled for choice. We haven't had this amount of choice. Oh, that's the same one as the other one. There's one sort of just on the edge there on top of the stand. This is backstage. Here we go. That's where they do their interviews, I'm guessing. Press conference. There you go. We can walk around here. We can head out the doors. Let's actually go inside. Is there more place to walk inside? No. So that's the extent of our venture. We can go inside and outside, up to the doors, and look at the parking lot. That is really nice. Any other dots we can maybe have a look at? Why have they just all disappeared? There we go. It just seems like they just have a lot of just random dots there. All right, well, there's no street view really of the town in and around, but we can have a look at the car park. This is outside. There we go. It gives you that proper old school feel, hey? It really does. Nice car park as well. The nice of the houses. We can have a look around there. Some shoppies there or something. Looks like some, I think it might be just offices or something for the stadium. There we have it. That is the Stadion an der Alten Forstei. Don't know what that means. Let's go back to the game. Right, in terms of the game, only one change. Bars is back in at the left-hand side of the defense in replace of Scheller, and Follett comes back on the bench as well for that. The rest of the team pretty much exactly the same. Sinsingalo, Aleu, Molzenberger, Bars, Cesar, Kikidakis, Prince, Sosminski, Paez, Robert, and Aguleta. Right, kickoff is underway. This is quite an important game for us to try and keep our momentum up at the top of the table. We can have a quick look at the live scores. I didn't show that before. We finished, after all those extra games in hands, we did finish in 4th place. Wolfsburg played 2 games in that time and managed to come up into 3rd. We still have Eintracht and Bayern Munich and Schalke all behind us with the game, with points behind us, games in hand. They only play later today. Some of them, Schalke do play now, but they have a game in hand. So we could still drop all the way down to 9th place if we somehow, don't get the results. Grande is playing against us, by the way, our former player. He's in the starting lineup for them. But there's our current right back, Cesar, looking for the very, very tall boy in Aliu there. And you know what? We got to target him, man. He's 2 meters tall. He's got a jumping reach of 20, I think it was. Was it 19? Something like 20. 16 headering. I mean, he has to be the man we target when it comes to corners. And hopefully that's exactly what we're doing in our corners set routine. I recently used to put just on our set piece coach to do it. But I've since now changed that, and I've taken over the corner routine because they weren't targeting him for some reason. Kikidakis goes in across to Robert, took the shot, it took a deflection, and it's going to go on for a throw-in. Now that's a good opportunity there, and how that's going to continue. Cesar with the throw. We'll probably look to go to Prince, and he turns around nicely. Samensky to Cesar, can launch it in. Doesn't launch it in, but plays it nicely. Cesar goes low into Simoninski, and that's a great save from Zari. All right, with a great save. Paez with the corner now. Looking to try and launch it in there. Looking for Aluez again. And Aguleta with the long stop. Aliu, second time looking for him in the corner. It's showing near corners. Just bombard the front post. That's what I do with the tallest people we have in our team. I think there's like 3 tall guys on the front post, and then the rest scattered everywhere. We don't have too many tall players, though. And again, aiming for Alua, but doesn't matter. Aguileta. That was a beauty strike. Whew. That was beautiful. Look at this. Came out from Munoz and just took it down nicely. Oh, that is beauty. That is a beauty. 37 minutes on the dot. Aguleta puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 to us. Aguleta getting on the score sheet, ending the bit of a goal drought he's had, which is always lovely to see. Prefer our players not having goal droughts. And half time, it is 1-0 to us, which means we stay in 3rd place as it is at the moment. Closing in on the top 2, which is quite interesting, considering that beginning of the season we were basically relegation fodder. And as soon as we found a system that works for us with the 3 at the back and the wing backs, basically essentially a 5-2-3 and or 3-4-3 if you want to put it at that. I don't know how you want to put it, but it's absolutely working for us because we have been quite unstoppable. We're dominating the stats, not possession as much, but we do limit them to the amount of shots that positions have against us. St. Pauli, who were one of the top teams at the beginning of the season, have slowly started to tumble down the table. Of course, our first game of the season was against them, and they beat us 3-1. Bit of a redemption, I feel. And that's a good save there from, I think that looked like it was Bars who got involved there, who is our captain as well, by the way. Let's make some swaps. Paez not looking great out there. We're going to bring in Arndt for Paez. Arndt who scored his first goal for the campaign not too long ago. In fact, last game. Darlin will come in for Robert as well. Everybody else looking fine. Prince will give Gomez a run again. He's been complaining a bit about game time at the moment. But if it stays like this, I'm happy. I'll take 1-0 victories any day of the week. I'll take any victories. I just want to keep on that winning train, so to speak. And you can see we dominated this game. 20 shots, 9 on target. XG of 2.7. Suppose that XG should relate in us scoring a second goal. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it at the moment. They're playing it nicely through the midfield, though, trying to get back into the game. Katamach to Kochi. He's got options in the goes into the box. Sinsingalo with the save. Maybe there's an argument to say Sinsingalo should be our first choice goalkeeper at this rate, because since he's returned from injury, he hasn't conceded a goal, and it's going to stay like that thanks to Aguileta, who just launched it into Rosed with that clearance there. Sinsingalo with the throw, looking for Cesar. Still feeling the effect of the flu a little bit there. Cesar, poor pass to him to try and find Arndt. Finds now Pennant Pritchard, who moves forward. He was the guy that scored all the goals against us last time, and Sinsingalo playing a little bit there with Pritchard. That was a cool little animation. I've never seen that before. He tapped it down with his foot and then go down to the ground, waste some time. Things you love to see as our players making a little bit of a meal of things. I don't know what you want to call it, but listen, not the most exciting game we've had, but it is a victory nonetheless. 3-1 in the end. It keeps us in third place for now. Of course, we do know other teams have quite a lot of games ahead of us or in hand of us. But we're doing well. We're doing very, very well. I'm happy with how the results are going at the moment. In terms of the log, you can have a look there. Like I said, everybody's got games in hand over us. We are 2 points clear of Wolfsburg and Eintracht. Bayern Munich, we 4 points clear, but 2 games in hand. Schalke can't catch us now, even with their game in hand. Leverkusen can. In terms of the top half, though, we're only 4 points behind Borussia Dortmund, who granted have a game in hand. And Leipzig, who have 2 games in hand over us. We are not that far behind them either, 8 points behind them. So a lot can happen from now until the end of the season. Of course, we don't have any cup competitions to really bother us too much. I feel like Bayern Munich is the way we're coming back. It's only 4 games time, so it's going to be a quick succession. But maybe we do like Bayern Munich and then switch to Leverkusen. I don't know. I'll have a look. It's quite... Well, yeah, I think that might be the play to go to. Munich, Leverkusen, maybe Munich, even Kaiserslautern. We'll see how that game... We'll see where it goes. Somewhere around there. But yeah, we'll be back then. If you guys enjoyed that video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and them haters to join in on the fun that is Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. For now, though, your boy the Vaslap is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.